explosion. Who was blamed for that explosion, you guys? Spain. All right. Why was the U.S. in Cuba? What was the reason for them to be in Cuba? Cuba, Havana. For the USS Maine to explode. They're there for American interests, and also to help the Cubans become independent. All right, the Spanish-American War was fought in what main areas? What are the main areas? Caribbean and Philippines. Can you name some of the places in the Caribbean? Cuba. Who else? Anywhere else? Puerto Rico. What about the Philippines? Yeah. Anywhere else? Guam? Good. All right, what was the name of the first volunteer cavalry and who were the leaders? Yes, sir. The Rough Riders. Can somebody name the leaders for me? Say that again? Theodore Roosevelt. Who was Theodore Roosevelt after this was said and done? Who did he become? President. Good. What was the 3 outcomes of the Treaty of Paris? Can someone give me one? Yes. Cuba becomes independent. From who? Spain. Good. You got one?
The USA buys the Philippines from Spain for $20 million.
$20 million. And the third one? Yeah, he said.
Okay. The U.S. acquires territories of Guam and Puerto Rico.
And they get Guam and Puerto Rico. All right. All right. Awesome. So today in history, in 1992, Jerry Rice scores a record-breaking touchdown. The touchdown record was 101. He breaks it with 102. When he finishes his career, he has 197 touchdowns. When he was finished his career. If you guys don't know, he played for the San Francisco 49ers, one of the greatest teams in the world. All right. All right. Fun fact: the average American will spend about $700 on holiday gifts. Now, do you guys think you guys spend about $700?
No, I think we spend more.
Spend more? I give myself a budget about $300-400, so cheap gifts for everybody. Target. Be a target for everybody. All right, on to the notes. All right, our notes today is going to be American imperialism in Asia. All right. Now, after the Spanish-American War, the Philippines thought they would become independent. Instead, they become a territory of the United States. So how much did the U.S. spend to get the Philippines? How much was it again? $20 million. Why do you think the U.S. wants to purchase Philippines? What do you think they wanted to get out of it? Access to the ports of China. Anything else? Anybody else? Reason why the U.S. spent $20 million on the island.
It's a boundary in the Pacific Ocean.
In the Pacific Ocean.
To have a station.
To have a station, like a Navy station, right? Navy station. Anything else? Economic purposes possible? Yes. And also, the reason why the U.S. purchased it, they felt like the Philippines couldn't govern themselves, and they also didn't want nobody else to take over the Philippines. All right. So the Philippines began a war for independence against the U.S. So in this war, over 4,200 U.S. soldiers had died, and there was about 20,000 Filipinos who passed away from diseases, violence, and from violence and diseases. The Filipino leader, Emilio Ronaldo, Once again, I told you yesterday that he becomes the first president of the Republic of the Philippines. The war did not go well for the Philippines. Eventually, the U.S. gave them their independence in the year 1946. But now, why do you think the war didn't go well for the Philippines? What do you think was wrong with the Philippines? Why they didn't fight so well against the U.S.?
US has a stronger military.
Stronger military by the U.S. Not the Filipinos didn't have enough ammunition. They didn't have as much money, economics. Anybody else?
They don't have resources.
Resources, correct. All right, spheres of influence are areas of a country that are controlled by other countries. They control ports, control what's coming in, what's going out. Most of the spheres of influence center around seaports. Why are they centered around seaports? Why are seaports so important? Huh? Trade. Anything else? Why military? Yeah, you can base a military fleet, a naval fleet at a seaport. Good. China, by 1899, France, Germany, Japan, Britain, and Russia all had spheres of influence in China. The United States did not. Anybody tell me reasons why the U.S. did not have a sphere of influence in China? Any guesses? Did they go to war with each other during this time? Not at this moment. Any reason why the U.S. did not have a sphere of influence in China? They would try to take over? Different governments. There's a whole bunch of other different governments there. Germany, France, Japan, Russia. So what China was doing, they were renting out their spheres of influence, their ports. All right, so each of these countries rent their spot, rented it out. So now you only had access if you're doing trade with these companies from different ports. The U.S. wanted, open door policy to be able to trade all through China. They didn't want to pay the rent. The Secretary of State, John Hay, wrote a series of letters asking foreign countries in China to allow the United States to have their own sphere of influence. And these series of letters were known as the Open Door Notes. So Secretary of State John Hay, he was President Abraham Lincoln's private secretary, then later on become Secretary of State. So he was around during the Civil War, the Reconstruction, and after the imperialism. The purpose of these letters were to allow the U.S. to trade in China. So, all through China, not in just one area, but all through China. All right. In 1900, the Boxer Rebellion was fought in China. All right. This is where the Chinese want all foreign people out of their country. So they created a rebellion against all foreign people, trying to get them out of the country. The Chinese nationalists were known as Boxers. The purpose of the Boxer Rebellion was to drive out all spirits of influence in China. So all those other countries that we mentioned before, they want them all out of China. They were not successful due to the United States sending troops to China to crush the rebellion. The United States steps in, intervenes to crush the rebellion. Why would the United States go in and crush the rebellion? What does the U.S. want to do in China? Trade. Good. Because of the help the U.S. gave to the foreign countries, they allowed the U.S. to gain access to trade in China. So the U.S. was successful to get the access to China by crushing the rebellion. And this picture right here, who's Uncle Sam attacking? The Boxers. And here are the spiritual influence in China. All the ports, major ports. They're all on the same? All right, once you guys are finished, you got your handout, you got your article on the front, you got your questions on the back. You guys can actually write on it.